Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Minecraft server for Minecraft version 1.14.3. This probably should work in future versions, but if not, then I'll make a new video and I'll link it in the video description. But this should be a pretty safe method for making Minecraft servers in the future. So first of all, you need to actually have the Minecraft launcher, which you can download. You have to own Minecraft as well, and you can download that from minecraft.net. Once you're logged in, you can just go to download and download for Windows. And then once you have the Minecraft launcher pulled up, it will look on a screen like this, and you can go to installations. And I've got a bunch of special versions, but you want to go to the version you want to play. If you want to play like the latest release, you go to latest release, and right here you can download the server. It'll take you to a site. It'll ask you if you want to keep it because it's going to be harmful. The servers aren't harmful. They're from Minecraft. You can trust them. Oh, that's still downloading. But you can also download snapshot releases as well and things like that, but I'm just going to be doing the default 1.14.3, and so we don't need this anymore. Almost there. Okay, yep, we have it. So let me make a new folder for this. You can make this folder anywhere. I'm going to make it on my desktop because it's just easier to show. This is my server folder. And this will go, when you download this will just go into your downloads folder unless you specify otherwise. You throw this in here. And then, now that we've got the server.jar in here, you can actually just run it. Some stuff will pop up. You'll see a server.properties and EULA and a logs folder, but nothing will open. You'll be like, what? But that's because currently you have to accept the EULA for Minecraft when you run a server. So you just have to, you can go here to read it, but if you just set this to true and then reopen it, you gotta wait a little bit, and then once this finishes, we'll have a running server. And then after this, to get people to play that aren't on your Wi-Fi, you'll have to do port forwarding. I'm not gonna show how to do port forwarding, but I'm gonna list a video in the description on how to do it, because I think that's just, it's not the same process for everyone, but I think this guy gives a good general explanation of it, and then he gives like one example of it. So I think that would be more helpful than me just showing you how I port forward. So we're gonna go with that. Check that out if you need help port forwarding. But your server's technically running right now. You can run commands on it, say hello, and on the server it just said hello, and I'll even connect to it. So if we just play Minecraft, we're gonna go in. Oops. Went full screen. So I'll show you how to add it. You just type in localhost if you're running it on your own machine, and there you go. We're in the server, and just to prove it, say test, and the server said test. So now that you know how to set up a server, there's a few things more that you can do. So let me stop this. Here's your server properties file. I have mine set to open in Visual Studio Code, but you can use any text editor. I just prefer this. This is what changes. You can change the modo, and this will change the text under the server, like when you list it on the thing, like this is the bigger sads Minecraft server. You can actually pretty sure do apostrophes. It's just the way that the program sees it. Let's see what else. You can change the game mode to creative if that's what you want to do. Oh. You can, let's see what else that's like important. Change the difficulty to hard or normal. Spawn monsters, op level. Op level is not super important. You can turn on and off PvP. You can change the level types. I think the other one is super flat, if I'm right. Or maybe just flat. Maybe flat. You can search that up. I know it's on the wiki. This changes the game from hardcore or not, so if people die, it's permadeath. This will turn on command blocks if you want to use command blocks. That's an important one. This is the maximum of players that can join. None of this is super important to change, honestly. You can change your port if you want, but that goes into port forwarding, and that's just like if you know how to do it, but if you don't mess with it. Server IP doesn't need to be set unless you're doing custom stuff. And this is where you can set the seed if you wanted to do a specific seed. And then say if you did say, I want to do like, I know the seed, it's called this is the best seed. You either have to delete the world file the server already generated, or you just have to change the world name, which is, let's see if we can find it. Control F, name. Yep, there it is, level name. I want to change this to new seed world. And we can save all those, and we can run the server again. And there we go. Now, as you can see, it's generating the new seed world, and everything's working all right. I'm gonna link the wiki page also for this in the description, just because it might be a helpful resource to look at, but it's not really necessary. It's just something I think is good. And then one last tip before I go. If you want to run the server with more RAM, because say you have a lot of people or the server's lagging, you can create a custom file called run.bat. It can be named anything, but it has to be a .bat file, and then edit it. And when you go into here, you can just type java jar xms. Oh, I'm not very good at this. XMS can be, this is the starting amount of RAM. I'm going to say 1 gigabyte. I think that's how you do 1 gig. And then XMX 1 gig. And that will say on run give it 1 gig, but I actually want to say 2 gigabytes. And then I'm going to say after this you have to do, let's actually do this. Let's move this to the end. And then let's say server.jar node GUI, and then pause. And if you save that, which I'll also have this just in the description, now it's going to run with 2 gigabytes of RAM on run and 1 on start, and you can change these numbers just depending on how much RAM you have. But let's give it a run now. And we should get it. Yep, there it goes. It's running. You can see all the text that was in the other one, but now it's just in this. And it's running on 2 gigabytes of RAM now instead of 1. And I think that's it. That's all you really need to know. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And if this video helped you, leave a like. And thanks for watching.